a bad body. So, it's another one, yeah. It's a full strand, yeah. Oh, it's another one, yeah.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are around the world. This is iBoxing Hub. I go by the name of BNG, featuring yours truly, Trey. What's good?
What's going on, cuz? I know we've been off for a minute, but it's good to be back. It's good to see you. It's good to talk boxing. Yeah, how's your week been, cuz, man? How's your week been?
It's been all right. Can't complain. It's going too fast. Can't complain.
Way too quick. I agree with you completely. Yeah, it's been a crazy week for me. Obviously, quick shout out for Peacock Gym. We was obviously at their event. So big up Ra as well, doing the videos. Obviously, Ra, he's part of the family and he's doing a tremendous job on that end. And yeah, big up also Black Flash Promotions as well. I believe they had their event. And yeah, big up the rest of the family. But, cuz, let's get down to sort of business. Let's get down to the boxing. I know the audience has missed us, so look, we do apologize about Wednesday, but look, we're here and we're ready to fly today. Cuz we obviously had a few fights yesterday. I don't know if you got to watch the fights. Firstly, let's just get down to business. Kambosos Jr. versus Maxi Hughes. Bit of a controversial decision for a lot of people. And just wanted to get your thoughts, man. What were your general thoughts about the fight? Do you think the right person won? And look, how do you rate Maxi Hughes?
I rate Maxi Hughes highly. I don't think the right person won. If anything, it could have potentially been a draw, but I don't think Kambosos wants to run it back because he knows how tough Max is. So I think it's a bit unfair, really. But I mean, just look at the end. You know, he was really upset. And like, it's true, Max got robbed. He got robbed because he won the majority of the rounds. He fought his heart out. You know, he fought his heart. It just makes you think, innit? Like, if the opportunity was there, would Kambosos give Max a rematch? He wouldn't, because he knows the outcome. He knows if they fight again, Max will beat him. 100%.
You know,
I think it's unfair.
You're speaking nothing but facts, man. And big up Palamos Music as well for his continuous support. Massive love. He's obviously saying Maxi was robbed. Cuz, I'm not even going to lie to you. Maxi Hughes is a southpaw, of course. And George Kambosos, the last time he fought a southpaw was 9 years ago. So you could just see that it took him quite some time to adjust fighting with a southpaw. But massive credit to Maxi Hughes. I think he put on a tremendous show for himself. In America, I think that was his first time fighting in the States as well. So I do believe that he put a good show. And look, we got the answer from Kambosos in the end. They asked him, will you take the rematch now? He sort of went round the bush and said, look, I won the Eliminator, IBF. I would rather get the belt first, and if the opportunity presents itself again, then look, we know it was a very difficult fight, man.
He knows Maxi is a threat. He knows 100%. Do you know what I mean? He knows. I mean, look, if he thought that, look, everybody knows, the whole world knows that Max won, right? If the truth was on the other end, yeah, and let's just say if we thought that Kambosos won and Max didn't win, I guarantee Max will give him a rematch. Do you know what I mean? I believe he's a fair dude. But with Kambosos, he knows because he can't afford to lose again. He's lost twice, yeah, by the undisputed champion. Do you know what I mean? He's lost twice. So look, if anything, he probably wants Haney to move up, to vacate the belts so that he can get the belts again. That's what he wants. Because if he fights Haney again, look, it's going to be even worse. Do you know what I mean? We all know the outcome.
No, of course. But Kaya Sako as well, big up to you. Look, I'm sorry that my team obviously beat your team yesterday in that match, man. But look, I'm just going to throw it in there. But look, for, showing some love and getting involved, of course. The answer to your question is obviously asking who else is a southpaw in the division. You've obviously got Shakur Stevenson. That's the reason why Shakur, after the fight, came over to Kambosos Jr. and said, "I'll clean you out," because he was looking at what Maxi Hughes was doing to Kambosos Jr. and just thought, look, if he's struggling like this against a top, I would say, southpaw, then what's he going to be like against me? So look, he has every right to think like that, and I think Shakur will cause Kambosos a lot of problems. But cause it goes back to what you said in previous pods. You called for that fight, Shakur versus Kambosos Jr. Let's have that fight. If the Haney fight is not going to happen, you've got the scope on that, really.
I think do you know what? Kambosos, he might even avoid Shakur. The only way he fights Shakur if the money is right. That's the only way he'll fight Shakur. If not, if he can avoid him, he will avoid Shakur. Yeah. As dumb as it may sound, he will avoid Shakur. He'll probably fight Tank because the money will be serious. That's my personal opinion.
No, of course. And look, big up Palamos Music as well, getting involved in the discussions. He's saying, look, don't be too harsh on George. Your mind was to be scattered, taking some of those southpaws. Look, I rate George Kambosos Jr. very highly. He's obviously one of the guys that has taken big fights after big fights. So you think of him fighting Teofimo Lopez, for example. That's one. Then he had back-to-back with Haney. Like, in terms of his resume at lightweight, you got to give the man credit. He does fight the top fighters. And also Maxi Hughes as well. Let's put respect to Maxi Hughes. He was 9th in the ranking as well. So, look, he's a very credible opponent. And look, Kambosos has fought another top 10 fighter in the division. So you got to give him credit. He fights the guys. And look, Bakaya Saka's obviously saying, his dad kept on saying, you should go fight Devin to Shakur. Shows they don't want it. You know what? It's not that he doesn't want it, but look, we know that 25% was obviously the offer for Shakur or whatever the figure. He's just saying, look, just take it, man. Just take it. Look, because at the end of the day, we know that once you become champion, the endorsements, everything will be in your favor, man. So sometimes you got to roll the dice, take the risk. And even though at the beginning it might be looked in like a bad situation, but who knows? When you win, it's going to be completely different. Double your money, double your winnings, let's say. So yeah, it's crazy. And Palamos Music's obviously saying, I will knock the dodo out of you. Oh man, no, big up, man, big up. But cuz, man, what's your overall thoughts about that situation with obviously Haney, Shakur? If you were Shakur's manager and you obviously got that offer for your fighter to take 25%, would you
take it? Yeah, take it. I mean, look. End of the day, look, I know everyone's a prize fighter, but how I see it is if you believe in yourself and you believe that you can beat the champion and take his belts, think about the rewards in the long run. Do you know what I mean? But it's just, it comes down to, like I said, politics and his team, they want this, they want that. But at the end of the day, it comes down to the fighter who's actually fighting in the ring. So me personally, I think he should have just taken it, but now would they fight? I don't know. Maybe they will, I don't know, but it could be they probably missed that opportunity. Do you know what I mean? Because Haney, I believe he's moving up to 140 to fight Regis.
Regis Progress. Yep.
But then that means is he still?
I believe he's the champion at 140, isn't it?
So say that again.
Regis Progress. I believe he's the champion at 140.
Yeah. WBC. Yeah. So Haney, my understanding, Haney is going to challenge him. So it should be interesting just to think. So am I right in saying if Haney's going to challenge him, does that mean is he still holding on to the belts, or is he going to vacate them, or what? How does it work? I'm not too sure. Personally, I think that's greedy. But then again, it's boxing, isn't it?
It's very, very, very greedy, man. And I think regardless, anyway, I think if he goes up, I think he should stay up 140 and vacate the belts, just to allow the other guys at lightweight to get a chance to win the championships. Like you just had Keyshawn Davis, the businessman, obviously fight yesterday. He did 10 rounds, I believe, with his opponent. He obviously said, look, he wants to fight the champion. So the lightweight division in general is looking juicy, guys. It's looking juicy, man. And look, Palamos is saying, back yourself like Usyk did. Look, I agree. I completely agree.
No, 100%. Yeah, 100%. Well,
Yes.
we have to wait and see it. We have to wait and see because look, remember Tank's out now, so you know it could be Tank and Shakur. Yeah, or it could be Tank, like I said, Tank and Kambosos. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And look, Bakaya is obviously saying, would love to see you guys collab with other channels. Would be great to see you with G-Man on his channel. Could help you grow. Look, we're always open for collaborating and networking, of course. For us, it's a boxing community and it's one big community that everyone could get involved in. So, look, more than happy, you know, because all we want to do essentially is to, you know, give you guys the platform to have a voice, but then at the same time give you access into the boxing world. So, look, big up. Al Heyman's obviously confirmed. Al Heyman of iBoxing Hub has confirmed that we're already speaking to G-Man and the collab will be coming soon. So, Bakaya Saka, that's your exclusive right there. So, big up Al Heyman of iBoxing Hub. So, the big fight is coming this Saturday. Look, you know what? Before we get to that, we've got a big fight coming on Tuesday. We've got the cool boy Fulton versus Inoue. Inoue, let's not forget that. It's a big fight. Cuz, tell me you're not sleeping on that. Inoue versus Fulton. Come on. It's a massive fight.
Where's the second place again? Is it in China?
Japan should be, yeah.
Japan, sorry. No, do you know, if I'm honest with you, I haven't really been following it.
1:30 Bakaya Saka. So it will be 1:30 on Tuesday. Make sure you're locked. I know you're probably going to be at work during that time, so you'd probably have to have it streamed on your phone or whatever. But look, just tune into that definitely because that's going to be a juicy. You know what? We would love to do a watch along for that, but look, we're committed on our sort of day jobs. But look, in the future, we're going to be able to do that for you guys, man. But Spence Crawford, let's see what we could do for that one, man. But cuz I'm not even gonna lie, all I want is the hoodie. Yep, look, the hoodie is coming. iBoxing Hub. You know, the fact that you've said it a few times, Palamos, we're gonna have a conversation and back end to see if we can get something sorted out, man, because you have mentioned it a few times. So big up to you, man. Big up to you. Banger fight. Look, you know, Inoue versus Fulton, it's gonna be massive. Guys, I can't believe you're sleeping. Fight, man.
No. Do you know? No. Listen. I just haven't had time to. After this show, I'm gonna follow up. I'm gonna watch the behind the scenes one, the build up, and then yeah.
There's a reason why they call him Cool Boy Stephen Fulton. Like he's something talented, man. Remember, Inoue is moving up, ex-undisputed champion of his division. He's moving up. They call him the monster in terms of, you know, the amount of knockouts he produces, Inoue. But Stephen Fulton, cool boy, he's swift, very slick boxer, but likes to fight inside. He reminds me, the way he fights inside, of a lot of Errol Spence. The way he breaks down his opponents from the inside. So he's not afraid of the fire. So cuz, definitely look out for it, man. Look out for it.
All right. I'm gonna tune in. Definitely.
I know. And look, Palamos is up saying, only heavyweight. Only, I know.
Do you know what? My energy on heavyweight, I'll pause that in a moment because you already know madness is going on. Not even that. Hold on. Just about heavyweight. Apparently, the Usyk fight is not. Sorry, not Usyk. Sorry.
Big up man like Rico. Sorry, cuz, man. Big up man like Rico. Rico's obviously
the Fury and Ngannou fight apparently is not exhibition. It's an actual fight.
Professional.
Yeah, he said it's not an exhibition, an actual fight.
So
but yeah, sorry, yeah. In terms of heavyweight, I'll just pause. Yeah, but go on.
Look, obviously Rico's saying had to come through from up. Look, Rico, We absolutely love you, brother, and we're gonna see you very, very soon. I believe you should be at the Dean White show on the 29th at Tamworth Leisure Centre. If you can confirm, let us
Saturday.
know. And look, Rico, if you want to join in right now, let us know, man. Obviously, we'll get our Heyman of our Boxing Hub to send you over the link so you can join in with us right now, man. But send the link, Paul. Rico
is coming.
the energy you're coming with, man. So, cuz rematch clause. On what fight? What fight are you talking about? The Fulton versus
Tuesday.
Oh, I'm not too sure. I don't think there's a rematch clause in this. I don't think there should be. I think these fights, man, don't put rematch clauses on it, man. Don't, man. Just let these man get in there, get stuck in, man. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, Fumi rematch clause. Oh no.
I don't know. You know, there might be. Because if Ngannou beats Fury, like knocks out Fury,
there is a clause,
then there's a rematch clause. But all right, silly question. The belt's not online, right? WBC belt, WBC belt, it's not online. Is it?
That's a question.
I can't
Surely
remember.
not.
If it isn't, boy, that's gonna be embarrassing.
That'd be crazy. Imagine if the belt's on the line and look, he just has one of those nights and slips up and loses, and Nganou's the new WBC champion. Like, that would be mad.
Do you know what? It's mad how, you know, people are complaining here and saying, "Oh, it's unfair." Like, there's a lot of people in the rankings that could have fought Fury. Yeah, but in Fury's defense, you think about it, he's getting paid a lot of money, and not just that. Yeah, he has. If the belt's online, he's also paying sanction fees, and that's a lot of money. That's like between 25 plus grand. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, big up Rob. Obviously, was with you yesterday during the day for Peacock Gym show, standing only rooms. So, guys, make sure you're going into these events. You know, Ra knows from experience these events during the day are tremendous. So, guys, make sure you tune into their next show in September. It's going to be a big one.
So, no belt online. Fair enough. Happy about that. But why is there a rematch clause? That's just. Do you know what? I've come to realize, a statement that AJ made, and ever since AJ, you know, lost the titles, the heavyweight division just gone left. It's not fun no more. It's just boring because look, why would you put on a rematch clause to fight Ngannou if he beats you? Do you know what I mean? You're a WBC champion. You shouldn't forget. Yes, Rico.
Hola, buenos días.
What's happening?
What's going on, man? Like
today, my brothers, man. I had to come through and show some love, man. I haven't seen you guys or heard your voices.
Yeah, man. So. Next week's
the big one.
Next week. Listen, I think I have to book off work the following week just to recover, because next week it's gonna be crazy. It's listen, all right. Everyone on the pod, everyone tuning in, I need to know your prediction. Who's gonna win and how they're gonna win.
Oh, well, we already know what Ra's gonna say. Let's get what Ra's gonna say before Rico. But Rico, firstly, before we get Ra's opinion, look, my brother, I'm glad to see you're well, in good spirits. You're a true fighter, and brother, it's good to see you. And I hope to see you on the 29th as well for Dean's show. Hopefully.
1,000,000%. I've actually been speaking to Dean. I've been speaking to the guy. I can't remember his name, but he does like all of the accreditation and the admin stuff for Black Box Promotions. An incredible promotional company. Incredible people there, man. And obviously, I've spoken to Dean personally, and he's a very, very, very good brother, and they're providing a very nice service for me. So who am I to say no? I will be, I think, in the countryside probably from like Tuesday-ish until like Friday. So Friday or Thursday or something like that. So I'll be back. The recovery is going really, really, really good. It was a little bit dicey there, lads. I'm not gonna lie. I was almost out twice.
Man, you're a fighter.
It was good. No, it was good. You know what? God is good, man, at the end of the day. And, you know, it's people like you guys and stuff and all the beautiful messages that I've been receiving from everybody, and you know, because obviously I do the banter and boxing. So I've actually bought the domain for that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Come
so
on. Big moves.
we're gonna try and live the dream a little bit. I think being very close to the Reaper puts life into perspective. But again, I just want to thank you guys. You guys are my inspiration, to be honest with you, because I've been watching the lives. I've been checking you guys out. Even, you know, while I was in hospital and everything like that. So, you know, I just want to say thank you to the iBoxing Hub family for being so supportive to me, man. I really, really appreciate you a lot. And that's why I'm here. We're here to discuss some stuff in Ra as well. I love you, Ra, man. I love you, bro. You're my guy. Ra, honestly, just checking up on, man, like all the time. And yourself, Trey, and you, Chris. And I really respect you guys 100%. You are truly family to me. So thank you, everyone.
I appreciate that. Thank you, bro. No, it's cool, man.
Come on, you already know it's the iBoxing Hub family, man. But we had one prediction from, I believe, Palamos. I've changed my mind. Oh, Raj changed his mind. He did say he was changing his mind on the night. Spence. Oh, shit.
You know what?
Sorry for my life.
I think that,
has Maxi Hughes been discussed? Is that why the vibes are just changing now?
No, do you know what it is? Do you know, I've been watching the build-up, everything, yeah? And already people are saying Spence is the underdog in this fight, yeah, that Crawford's going to knock him out. But yeah, I think Spence made a lot of adjustments.
Carry on, Chris.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Do you know what? I said this before. I said, if Crawford doesn't knock out Spence, and if it goes to distance, Spence will win on points. But what now I think Spence could probably knock out Crawford. Crawford's been hitting the campus before, right? I think Spence might be the guy to do it again.
But those are flash knockdowns, though, you know, and Mean Machine always gets brought up, and you know, you've seen how Mean Machine has performed now. That guy is you know, a veteran in the game, bro. You know, he's more active than a lot of your favorite stars out there. So big up to the Mean Machine, man. I believe he might have just got a good victory over somebody before recently. Don't quote me on that, but my prediction will never change. I do believe a new constellation called the Sharky Way will be created when Spence gets sent all the way into orbit, bro, next to like those like Starlight satellites and stuff like that. It's gonna be so sick. I believe it'll be within just before or within the championship round. So I think Bud is just gonna go to the 6th gear, absolutely decimate him, shark soup. I'd say from rounds 9 and above. So 9, 10, 11, 12, yeah.
Sorry, I just see Raw. Hold on.
It's a spiritual vibe.
Honestly, I with Bud, sometimes I feel that he's a slow starter. I think Spence is going to try to control every round, the majority of the rounds. With Bud, one thing I realized is, you know, we all know he's a switcher, but his defense is not all there. So
he has his hands quite low, especially for a southpaw. I think that's why he gets to the flash knockdowns. But the thing is that he is not of this earth, bro. He is sensational. He has the X gene. He is what do you call those other youths? He's like one of the mutants, bro. Like, bro, this guy, he has another level that Spence doesn't have. And it's not to say that Spence isn't an elite fighter. It's just to say that he is just that special generational talent that he has something you can't teach. You know, it's just one of those things, especially stylistically as well, being so orthodox with it. But I think Derek, one thing about Derek that he sort of, what I've seen he inputs into his fighters is that their hands are always up. Ryan had this bad habit, horrible habit, as we saw in the Gervonta Tank Davis fight, of keeping his hands down and going in for like five triple to 5 jabs on the same location. Like, dude isn't gonna you know, figure out the game plan. So, but under Derek, hands up, you know, coming inside, slow, hands up still. So it's just like that type of, I really rate that in a trainer, you know, because you're imparting something individual to you and the fighter, but working on their with the weaknesses as well as the strengths properly, slowly, one by one. You know, I think somebody said when the first time if you fight for Derek would just tell you just get a win. Just get a win.
Yeah.
Work on this stuff, and then we go. And you come into. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, I think Derek James is one of the best trainers, if not the best, this outside of the equator at the minute, next to Shane McGuigan. You know, but even with that, Bud is still gonna stop him. I'm sorry, I can't get it out.
I don't get me wrong. I agree with you. I don't disagree with anyone's prediction, but something's just telling me is this fight. It's not going to end how we think it's going to end. I don't know. It can potentially be a draw. But it just comes down to who really, really wants it. Do you know what I mean? Like, look, Crawford saying, you know, I've been there already. I've done it. I've been undisputed at was it junior welterweight?
Yes.
Yeah. And now it's just like, you know, for him, it's like it's easy work. And Spence, obviously, you know, he's one title away from being undisputed in welterweight. Do you know what I mean? And I just feel that it just depends who really wants it. I feel that both men really want it. It comes down to from round. We could probably tell from round one. From round one, that's when we know, okay, who's getting more, who's getting hit more, who's getting hit less, and you know. But yeah, something just tells me this fight. I'm telling you, bro. Boy, it's gonna be electrifying. I'm telling you, like, I am so excited. I am so excited, bro. It's been a long time coming. This has been since 2017. You know, Listen. Somebody has to get knocked out or knocked down a couple of times. Somebody has to go. I don't want this to be like Floyd and Pacquiao. Do you know what I mean? Where they're just playing it and running.
No, the styles are. It's impossible only because Floyd, when he became Money Mayweather, became probably the greatest technically defensively structured fighter of that generation, I would say. Bro, the shoulder rolls, like it was like that. Like, you know what? I saw the Bang Zang shoulder roll and give one straight down the pipe to Joe Joyce. And it was like it was in slow mo. It took like 5 seconds. I was like, I don't understand how he still got it. But this time it's like you know how you like speed up the WhatsApp messages. That is what we're going to see with a Spence and a Crawford. Spence, obviously orthodox. Somebody tried to say that Spence is a southpaw the other day. I was just, I don't know. Anyway, I need to keep my blood. I have to keep my blood pressure down. So I was like, how are you telling me a man is coming in southpaw when he's coming in an orthodox style? Even if you look at the way that he fought against Porter, it was always orthodox to an angle. And Porter just couldn't get into those angles, obviously, maybe due to size, maybe due to this, but that was one of the greatest fights I've ever seen. So, you know, and styles make fights. I think that they're going to take maybe 1, 2, 3 rounds to feel each other, and then the fight is going to get spicy. I do see Spence being up on the cards in terms of the rounds, and then
I want to see the switch. I want to see him switch and see if he can get the job done, or see if Spence is gonna, you know, control him. Ra, he wants to know if Crawford signed to PBC. No, he's a free agent. Spence is the one who's signed.
He's on a 2-fight deal.
All right, okay. So
I mean,
is there a rematch clause?
Yeah.
Ooh.
So it'll there's a rematch. From what I believe, both men will probably go up to 154, if I've heard correctly through the grapevine. Which, you know, I swing on the grapevines. Pause. Yeah. Well, how they can't make 147 anymore, lads. I mean, we're in 2023. They were fighting in when did when did Spence get that off of Brook? 2016, 2017. So 5 years at the weight, and then we're going into the 6th year at the weight. It's just even for both of them. But the thing is, Spence's problem was that he should have fought Crawford when he had just got up, because now that Crawford is normalized to that weight, and even though you see him quite drained and things like that, and he's going to go up to 154 anyway, he's so used to it now that he knows his body and he knows himself. Whereas Spence, he's put his body through enough stuff externally, let alone you know, in the boxing ring. So it's just going to be one of those all-time greats, in my opinion. I think they won't disappoint us. But yeah, there is a rematch clause. I believe that it will be far more financially successful than the first fight. I think it's going to be a 3-fight series somehow, some way. I don't know if it's one after the other. I think there's definitely a rematch clause, a fight happening after that, and then whether it's a 147 or 154, I would definitely say 90%, 89 to 90% chance that it will be a 154.
Oh, so if it's a 154, am I right in saying whoever becomes undisputed champion, are they still going to hold on to the belts, or are they going to vacate the belts?
Oh, what if they only if a mandatory is called? So if a mandatory is called, they have to drop a belt anyway.
Okay, cool.
Because you're not fighting that mandatory straight away.
Yeah.
And the one good thing about my uncle Al Heyman, everyone knows I'm a 10th Al Heyman on my sister's brother's cousin side, is that those contracts are locked in tight, bro. Okay, the contracts are locked in tight. He would have had a plan for everything. That's why if you see on the if you see the ticket prices and everything like that, Uncle Al is cashing in. Uncle Al Thanos everyone. No one saw anything coming the way that man came. Pause. And, you know, absolutely just outstanding business, exceptional in every aspect that you want to look at it, you know. And now it makes sense as to why certain fighters are only fighting once a month or this and that. Mm-hmm. He has bankrolled the whole thing himself. All right. So, I mean, and now with Canelo and Charlo, it's a good time. It's a good time to be, because everyone thought PBC was finished. I was like, I don't know. Something seems the knee sense is tingling.
Al Heyman, he hurt Eddie Hearn. He hurt Eddie Hearn badly because it's bugging Eddie Hearn because ever since Canelo went, Eddie ain't been the same no more. He ain't been the same.
Well, you know what? He's not in the Dolce and Cabbanas. He's not getting the Vamos package. Oh Lord, I don't know. Oh dear. Well, sometimes in life, relationships come to an end, and the good thing is that Eddie has a chance to build up a fighter in a one Edgar Berlinga. He has plenty. From 160 to 168. You got the likes of Amber Williams at 160 pounds. You got Felix. I say Felix Cash, but I use the term very loosely. It's true. I have to be honest, bro. Like I would not trust Felix to headline a birthday party right now. Okay, honestly, he's a letdown. And it breaks my heart because when he went over there the first time and beat my guy Denzel Bentley, man. Big up to Denzel Bentley, by the way. I think you guys did a pod with him and stuff. Exceptional stuff. I really like Denzel. I believe he's not waiting for Hamza, but I believe Hamza is the next fight that's been signed, sealed, delivered. I don't know if anybody has said that or anything like that, but that's just some source over there.
Wait, Rico, just a quick one. Trey, are you still there? Are you frozen?
This might be the greatest moment in podcast history, and it's just on a random one as well.
All this time been chatting, yeah. I thought like,
I was like, do you know what? This brother's a good listener, man. His missus is really. She should be thanking the heavens for this man. Like, I was even just like, you know what? Is this brother even alive? Usually you would have asked me like 2 questions right now.
Listen, literally, you been chatting, yeah. I'm like, wait, hold on, Trey. He's been the same as he.
Is your cousin alive?
He hasn't blinked.
Chris, check on him. He didn't blink exactly.
Wow. Hey, that's
to be fair, it's our fault as well.
20 minutes like this.
In it, Paloma's music. I thought the brother was just on a silent but sturdy. Do you know them ones there? Just yeah, I feel you. But he wasn't even bopping the head. He was just like, and he was like, there he is.
What was I frozen or something? Was I frozen?
You mean
Pause
pause for a minute?
time. It's either that or you need
For a
to
minute.
breathe, bro.
Yo,
After all of
that
that,
has been
all of that aggro, I needed that, man. I needed that, man. But
Hey.
look,
yo. You
let me
deserve
just
an
say
Oscar.
this. Yeah, I probably do, man. Let me just say this. I've had the time to listen to all the Crawford hype. I've had the time to listen to it, man. And I'm just going to repeat it now that we've got a week to go. July 29th, the truth shall be revealed to the world of boxing. And look, I
Wow.
genuinely think it's going to be man down strap season. That Big Fish is going to collect everything and finally move up. I don't think there's going to be a rematch at 147, in my personal opinion. I think these guys,
I agree.
I think after this, they're moving up or whatever. If Spence moves up, I reckon Crawford might stay for a little bit longer, collect the belts, and then move up. That's just my personal opinion. But I don't think after this fight, Spence is going to have another fight at 147. I think this is it. Look, he's done the journey. You got to think about the journey he's done. Crawford, Brook first, Porter, Hughes. He's done the rounds. Crawford's the last one, man. So
No, but I don't like the narrative of Crawford wasn't fighting these fighters because he's avoiding them.
No.
It's I hate that narrative. It's more that pretty much Uncle Al is such a savage, such a demon that which promoter do you know that lined up every single belt for your guy, including the last ones, bro? Like, and you get the rematch clause and you get the lion's share, bro. Come on. Can we just take a belt? Uncle Al, I'll shout you in the group chat in a minute if you're listening.
Look at
But
the bright
honestly,
side, yeah. Look at the bright side.
Exceptional work, mate. Exceptional.
Whoever becomes undisputed, right? And then they vacate the belts. That means
You might have my camera off, but I'm still here.
Yeah.
That means Conor Ben's got opportunity to win a title. Am I right?
So what was that, Chris? Sorry.
So whoever becomes undisputed champion, right, at welterweight,
Yep.
once they vacate the belts, that means Conor Ben has got an opportunity to win a title.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough because he's got Boots Ennis sniffing. I think Boots Ennis, for me, like, besides Crawford and Spence, Boots Ennis is the next
Do you know
one
what,
in
yeah?
line.
I think, yeah, I'm not even trying to be sarcastic or silly, but I think a lot of people underestimate Conor Ben, you know?
It's hard to underestimate somebody that doesn't
I
fight.
think he's
or hasn't
got
fought.
that lion in him. He's got that fire burning in him. I think it will be a good fight between him
Might
and
just be
I
heartburn
personally.
from the edge.
I would like to see Conor fight Hughes. That's just me, Hughes. I don't want him to fight Keith. I don't want him to fight Adrian Broner. I want to see him fight Hughes. And from there, we'll know, like, right, he goes to the water. Okay, we've got respect on his name. But at the moment, people are just saying he's fighting, past former champions who were champion like over 10 years ago.
Yeah, you know what? I definitely agree, cuz, man. Conor Ben, he needs to have one of those major fights at welterweight, and a Hughes fight would be a good acid test to see if he could mix it in with the big boys, man. Because for me, like I said, Ben right now is not beating Ennis. I'm just saying it outright. Ben right now is not beating Boots Ennis. Right now, I don't know if Rico, what you saying? What you saying about Ben and Ennis?
I think that's an absolutely brilliant fight. Chris, just going back to what you were saying earlier, I absolutely think that I was shouting for the Ugas Ben for the longest time. Like, if you go back and check my Twitter and everything, I was like, I don't understand why such a fight that makes so much sense doesn't get made for reasons that have none.
Yeah.
But you get that. Big up Paloma Music and Biaka Saka and all of the OGs. Thank that. But yeah, the Ugas fight would be brilliant. I think Ben, from what I hear, he's all right. He's gonna pass it. he's just gonna get a little slap on the wrist just to make just you know.
I
So
think he
at
got
the
a
end of
slap
the
on the
day-
wrist already, but just didn't announce it because WBC have now taken him off the ranking.
punishment. The true punishment, in my opinion, was like just the whole ordeal of the thing.
Yeah.
You know, people can say mental health this and he wasn't doing that or whatever like that, but the guy is so just unnaturally funny for no reason. Like he just does outrageous things. Like I can name like 5 on my hand, but I won't, as this is a live. But he's a great talent. He looks like a great kid, man. Like what I don't, you know, he went through a lot. Because what people don't understand is that when you actually meet the fighters, these are human beings and they're people.
Yeah.
Just like your mom, just like your dad, just like your sister, your brother. And to fight, you know, your own demons in your head when people already have judged you with... Everyone handles bad situations badly sometimes. It's how you also come out of that bad situation and the flair that you do it in. You know, everybody loves an underdog. Everybody loves somebody that, you know, can rise up from the ashes and all of this glamour and glitz, you know. So for me, I really think that he's, you know, I think he can fight whoever he wants to fight. I think he'll probably fight the winner of Liam Smith and Chris Eubank, which will probably be Smith again, to be honest with you. I love Christopher, man. I can't even lie, but I think he's done out here, bro. I think he's been done out here for a long time. We've just allowed it due to past love for people.
Do you know what? I just think he's trying to implement a different style, like trying to be like Roy Jones. But I think if he
where's the implementation? Where has it been, brother? You're 34, 35, bro. Like there's no implementing. There's no 60%. There's no KFC sponsorship. You're done. Respectfully, always.
Let's see it. We'll wait until, you know.
You know what it is for me, honestly, I just think that, you see, with Chris Eubank, now we're on that subject, man. With Chris Eubank Jr., if we look at his earlier fights in the past, what is he known for? He's known for being an engine.
Nothing.
Come on, Rico. He's known for being an engine. He's known for throwing volumes of punches. Like,
what has that done for him at world to elite level? Absolutely nothing.
No, he hasn't implemented it since he's been with Roy Jones.
But he doesn't have the talent to implement proper game plans, and he doesn't listen. And because he hasn't listened for so long.
You know, Roy Jones, he's a special fighter to the point where he can't train someone to be like him, because there's certain movements, the certain punches and certain angles that he was landing shots with. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Look, Rico's obviously being harsh, he's keeping it real. But I generally think if Eubank just sticks to what he knows, which is volume of punches, being an engine, not trying to implement that Roy Jones style, just be himself, I guarantee he can get the result. But if he tries to... Yeah, go on.
No, my brother. I'll let you finish, man.
Yeah, go on. You dreaming? Bro, this is Eubank. This is
what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Delusions of past grandeur. You know,
Chris Eubank Jr.
He could have been. Do you know what annoys me with Christopher? The thing that annoys me with Christopher is that he could have been great. He could have been a great fighter if he listened. He never listened. He thought he knew it all. Just because somebody hasn't fought in the ring doesn't mean that they can't give something to your game to make it better. And what annoys me with Christopher is that you've shown your true personality so late in the game. They say it's never too late, but I really like how his promotion, the KFC, the 60%, I loved it all. I knew it was all absolute bollocks, but I loved it. I love a showman, man. You know, and that's why we loved his dad. We loved his dad because he was a showman. Yep. Thing is, he doesn't have his father's talent.
Ryan Booth. So obviously, Palamos is asking, what do you think about Ryan Booth?
Ryan Booth.
I'm guessing is he talking about what? You talking about Adam Booth? What? Oh, Tyen Booth. Tyen.
Ow.
Chris Eubank fought him.
Our
Chris Eubank
resident,
Jr.
our
fought him,
resident,
remember, in his earlier careers. Let's not forget that fight. The
I'll
volumes of
reserve my
punches.
judgment of what I think of him personally. However, as a podcaster, I've actually been on a couple of his lives. I've heard a couple of his stuff. It's an acquired taste, to say the least. One thing I'm really good at, Paloma, my ring days are done. Believe me, they never were there in the first place. So it's hard to kill something that was never started. But I've trained obviously with fighters. I've trained with white collar fight. I've been off a white collar fight for loads of time. Like, look, at the end of the day, Tyen Booth, I don't invest my time in him. So it's I would rather the guy go get what I think should be some help from what I've seen. And I'm not saying it as to kick a man when he's down or put the boot in. The geezer is generally funny, and he has a following, a cult following, and that he's had for so long, even when his first channel got taken down. I wish the brother health, and I hope that maybe we can see some changes where you're not talking about other people's children like that, because I take that personally, bro. That's why, as I said, I reserve judgment as a person, but sending healing energy to him and his family.
Just a quick one. We've got the big fight in 3 weeks' time. Dillian Whyte and AJ. What, repeat or revenge, lads?
The repeat of. I love my Uncle Dean, man. I'm a 10th white on my sister's uncle's brother's sister's side, bro. Okay. However, I can't see Dillian winning. Simple as that. I believe that Buddy McGirt, there's this habit of UK fighters who have an inkling or go and work with somebody that doesn't see your previous fights, that doesn't know you. They just say, right, we're just going to start afresh, everything clean. But you see, like, that's not good. See, Christopher did that with Roy Jones. Christopher thought, right, that his athleticism was on par with Roy Jones Jr. That's your first mistake. Your second mistake is learning from Roy. His, it's different. There's a big difference from being a fighter to being a trainer, and molding the fighter in a way where you try to make him a legacy fighter of how you performed is not feasible, because Roy was he was so dominant, and he outclassed everybody at one stage in the game. He was a phenomenon. Now, in terms of the talent, Chris doesn't have his talent, right? However, Chris could have overcame that by listening. Now, because he didn't listen early enough in his career, look what happened. So I hope I do. Like the first one, I called the first fight. People told me I didn't know about boxing. I said the exact round that he was going to stop him. I said the exact fashion. It was a good day that day, man. I can't lie. The Twitter streets were hot. But in regards to AJ White, I say repeat, mate, and I think it'll be in the 7th round again. By uppercut. My personal opinion, of course, as I said, it's always just about talking about the fighters, man. Never personal, never like this or anything like that. So obviously I have so much love and respect for Dean and everything that they're doing over there. But in my personal opinion, I think that AJ beats him by knockout. And I think you're going to see something special from AJ, honestly.
Well, so if he does do the job, knocks him out, Wilder's next. Woo! That's a fight.
And Wilder's going to get it too. Wilder's going to get it too, and he's going to get even worse than my guy, bro. Trust me.
What? Like, well, listen. I've been telling people
AJ's got dynamite in both hands. He can control. People
are saying, Wilder's going to knock him out. Don't get me wrong. I know AJ's the underdog, but something tells me, He said it. Look, he said it. He wants to become 3 times world champion. He said, this is what he said. He wants to go through, he wants to smoke Dylan and he wants to go through Wilder. That means if he goes through Wilder, that's him and Fury. Bro, I've said it so many times here. AJ and Fury, bro, all I'm saying is just watch the fight. I think that's going to be a proper dog fight.
Yeah. I'm sorry to be the villain here. I'm so sorry to be the villain. I'm sorry to be the villain, but we can all say we're going to do something, but until it happens, it's all hearsay. For me, we just need to see what happens against White. But one thing I would say is Derek James, who is a trainer of who? The Truth. Yeah, that camp itself should give AJ that fire, that burn, that energy to be like, wow, is this how these guys are training? Cool. I need to push harder. The atmosphere, everything. I think with that link up with Derek James will elevate his game, and I think he will get to a good level. But we just need to see him apply it, and I think that's why this fight against the body snatcher Dylan White is perfect, man. So we get to see, you know, the works of Derek James against a proper fighter in the body snatcher, man. But White, but let me just say this: Wilder, that's a different ball game. This is the bronze bomber.
Yeah, I was just about to say
power that this man has.
With Wilder,
let's not sleep, man, on him.
He's in talks in fighting Andy Ruiz. I've got a feeling that fight might not happen, or if it does, I don't think AJ will fight Wilder next. I personally think if he doesn't get Wilder next, it has to be what's your name, Baby Miller. It has to be Baby Miller.
No, I want the battle of the babies. I want Anderson versus Big Baby. I actually spoke to Salita when he's a good man, Salita. Ever since that first interview, man, it's just gone from strength to strength. So I just want to big up Salita Promotions. They've got huge things happening, especially with the fighters. If you go and check Joseph Hicks, for example, Clarissa Shields, etc. You know, Dimitri is looking to do some awesome things, especially in women's boxing as well. So just keep an eye out for all of that. But you know, even when I had asked him about obviously who you know you'd pick out of Anthony and Dylan, it's pretty much the same thing. He just thinks that Dylan is too. Obviously, he doesn't like Dylan that much. So there was a lot of smoke in the thing for anything, but just to kind of chop it up and re-quote it, he basically thinks that Dylan isn't going to. Dylan is obviously going to get KO'd. I think Paloma Music said that respectfully, the trainer isn't in the ring fighting, which is absolutely correct. However, that trainer is the mastermind. He's there. He's your eyes, and your ears, and he is the truth. Yeah. So if you have a fighter a trainer that is lying to you in the corner, get rid. Means that Derek James is not that. Bo Mack is not that, from what I've seen. Yep. But I don't think that Bo can impart a style onto him that can beat AJ in, you know, the way, because Dylan is very rough, tough, this and that. Obviously, you saw that he was going away from how he was fighting before and fighting his own instincts. They're too built into him. So you don't just reshape everything. You say, all right, this is what I've got. Right, all right. If we work on this, keep the hand up there. Not do a weird southpaw stance randomly in the biggest fight of your career. That, to this day.
Yeah. I think that. Do you know what? I think that's why he got rid of that coach. I mean, look, you know, all due respect to that coach, we've got nothing against him, but in that fight, he should have had thingy. What's his name? Coach. I've forgotten his name now. What's his old coach?
Tibbs.
Yeah. I think Mark Tibbs would have come
like
best.
Tibbs.
Yeah, I think because that ever since he took his L from AJ. And he hooked up with Mark Tibbs, like, bro, he's been getting in fights and he's been doing the business. So hopefully, I don't know, you know, the outcome of this fight, hopefully him and Mark Tibbs can, you know, get back together again. And, you know, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. But listen, guys, we're coming to the end of the show. Any more last thoughts or anything?
Palamos just wants to throw this in the air, and I think Rico would be the best person placed to answer this because Prince Patel's also your boy as well. Prince Patel, Isaac Lowe, what's your thoughts, brother, man? Give us your lowdown on this quickly, Rico, brother.
Oh gosh, the curious case of Prince Patel and Isaac Lowe. Well, I know that Prince can win, and if they are coming and fighting at the weight that I think it's bantam that they're fighting at, or might be super bantam. I don't know. But yeah, bantam. So again, I think I from what he's told me, there's, and I quote, and he sends me these quotes a lot. There's big, girthy, lengthy news coming soon. So if you follow my Instagram, that is _RIKO_boxing_.
Oh, hey, man. Get that up for us, man. Get that up for us so the viewers.
Oh no, that's so my Twitter is RIKO_boxing, and then for the Instagram, just add an extra underscore on top of that. I do think that Prince can win and will win that fight. And as I said, I believe that news from his own mouth, and I actually we're gonna have a chat like later. So, because obviously we need a part two. I think I was just in the comment section when he was talking all that crud, and he's just had a win over in where is he fighting? Somewhere in Africa, I believe.
Ghana.
Ghana. Yes. So obviously that was a good stoppage. Yeah, you know, I just it's hard to break down that fight because Prince, he's my boy, but I'm going to be honest, he's not fought anybody like that, like an Isaac Lowe. He's not fought anybody worth a damn. And that's what we need to change. So with that Isaac Lowe victory, I believe that he'll stop Isaac, probably mid to the latter rounds. And yeah, let's just hope there's no keyboards involved.
Big up. Obviously, Cuz is saying he's obviously wrapping up the show, but once again, I just wanted to thank my brother Rico for joining us today. Obviously, this is a family that we've got here. It's an extended family, boxing family. So, guys, thanks to the audience. Thank you for everyone viewing, tuning in. Cuz, obviously gonna hand this over to yourself, man. But big up to man like Rico, and big up to my cuz BNG as well. Tremendous show. And just to answer Bukayo Saka, we gave you an hour special because we missed Wednesday. So we said, F it, we're going to give you an hour, man. So here it is right now. So we're going to set up the merch. Don't worry, we're going to talk in the back end about the merch because yourself and Palamos have been asking for it. So we're going to have a talk in the back end so we can get this organized for you. But yeah, look, cuz, going to hand it over to you. Big up, man.
Well, listen, guys, definitely going to see you guys next week, Saturday at Black Box boxing event. I'm there. Rico's there. Yeah, the whole family's there. We're here every Wednesdays and Sundays at 7:30. And just remember to like, share, and subscribe, and follow us on our social media. And have a blessed week. Peace and love.
Thank you so much for having me on the roundup, guys. I love you all. Big up to the iBoxing family and all the people that take their time to tune in and listen to us talk about the beautiful sport that breaks our hearts so much. Yeah, have a lovely, lovely end to your weekend, lads. And anytime you need to reach me, you know where I am.
Yeah.
Much love.
It's another bang. All the Muslim cars now, whichever get up. I start my card with a sweet one, please.